Flosstubers. I'm Dottie. I'm Stitching Scotty, and welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I really appreciate you joining in. I hope you've just stumbled on this by accident and you just think, oh, this sounds interesting. Let me just try this. If not, that's okay. But I welcome back all my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And I also appreciate my new subscribers. We're getting close to the 500 mark, so tell your friends to subscribe so we can have a big giveaway. I have a project bag that Stitching Granny of 17 has donated to give away. So when I get 500 subscribers, we will give that away, plus a couple of other things, just because, you know, I've been saving up. But anyway, welcome so much. Well, that didn't make sense. Welcome. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, today I do not have an outline, so it's going to be kind of, we're going to do this first. We're going to do that. So without further ado, we're going to go on. It's been a finishing kind of week. I'm going to show my finishes today. First of all, we had a pattern. It's called Be Kind, Be True that you saw umpteen times ago as a finish, and I just couldn't get my courage up to finish this because I was like, well, what is brie wax and what is this and what is that? Well, I never did find the brie wax until after I had done mine. But anyway, this is Be Kind, Be True. I used acrylic paint to paint my box. And it's just a little book that came from Hobby Lobby. I've not done anything but paint the inside, but I think later I'm going to put some scrapbook paper or something in the bottom and glue it in. But I did this one on 28 count ivory cashel linen, and it's 2 strands over 2. It used all DMC floss, and it also used a DMC 45... oh shoot, I want to say 4514. This is a real pretty grass cream. This over here, very, very nice. I really enjoyed using that, and so now it's become one of my go-tos for grass. I put 2 coats of acrylic paint on here, and then I used Minwax to wax it, and you know, just give it kind of a more finished look. And then I just glued it on with a hot glue gun, people. Can you imagine? That was interesting. But anyway, and it's mounted on a mat board, well, sticky board, with a piece of quilt batting in between. And it's not perfect, but it's about the best I could do. So anyway, I really enjoyed that. And Donna, thank you so much for introducing us to this beautiful new pattern, or this beautiful pattern. It's a oh, it used a DMC variation 4045, excuse me. And I also used the rest of the DMC call for colors, except I did not have the 987. I used 3346. Instead of 3854, I had to use 3853 because I didn't have it. And I used 3781 instead of 4145. But other than that, it was great. It had a little bit of back stitch and a lot of fun to stitch. Really, really enjoyed this. So, Kathy, we better get busy getting your box done. Okay. All right. So next, my finish was, and this has been laying around for a long time. I'm starting with August. It's the Little House Needleworks patterns. They were the, this is way back. They were the Cottage of the Month or something. I'm not really sure what the name of it was. But this is August. And this is the call for fabric and floss. And I love the sailboat and the waves. I thought showed up so pretty. And that border, I thought that was really neat too. And I used the classic color works that were supplied with the pattern. It was kind of a kit kind of thing. It was floss and a pattern. And I got all 12 months, and there were 2 months at a time. And I've gotten up to August, and I've still got September, October, November, and December. And this is going to go to one of my daughters. And I fixed it to where she can change it out. The frame comes from the Family Tree Frame Company. And this is a 6x6 vintage icing. And this is, I put a piece of mat board on the back. And then I have like this handy dandy little tool. In fact, let me get it. Okay, it's called a Dual Driver Elite, and I got it off Amazon, and it was $29, but well worth it. It's like a nail gun. You just set it down there, pull the trigger, and poof, in it goes. And then all you have to do is flip these out, and then you just pop the mat board. Well, you pop the whole thing out because I glued the mat board to it, and then you just put your other one in. So there you go. All right, so that's August. Okay, next I finished something else, or FFO'd something else, which is finally finishing. And this is Boo. This has been languishing in my pile for a while. I think I started at Stitch Mania last year. But anyway, I just popped this one in and out. The last time you saw this wormy chestnut frame was with Liberty on the 4th of July. I wanted to do it on something smaller, and I was like, no. So anyway, this is 2/2, and this was a little kit from Lizzie Kate, and it had the beads, the buttons, and the fabric, and all you had to do was supply the floss. And it's 2 strands over 2, and this is, I think it's either 30 or 28 count. I'm not really sure. I think it's 28 count, and it's 2 strands over 2, and the beads are like the center of the flowers. But look at the shading on that pumpkin, and look at that cat. He even looks evil, all hunched over and spooky. So anyway, I just thought that was very cute, so for Halloween. All right, so that's my 3 FFOs. I would have had more, but the paint wasn't dry enough to do the Minwax on the other piece, so there you go. But anyway, now, let's look at some past FFOs. This is one of my Mill Hill calendar finishes. This has been probably about 8 or 9 years ago, at least, maybe more. But anyway, this is on 14 count Aida, and it's like a green kind of tint, a sage green kind of tint, and I don't have the pattern anymore. This came as a kit in a little box, and it included the buttons and all the beads that you see around the edge. The green, mostly the dark green, are beads, and then there's a lot of beading like in the flowers and things. But I just thought this was really, really pretty, and it's peace to all who enter. And then it says herbs and flowers on the little sign up here. So I thought that was just really, really cute. And it's 2 strands of floss, which was DMC, over 1 thread, because it's 14 count Aida. And it's just real cute. And it had the 2 little hooks to where you can hook your calendar on there. And I don't know if you can still buy the calendar refills or not. I just kind of left them on there. I could unscrew them, but you know. Anyway, there's that one. And this is a Mill Hill frame that came with it. And I change these out every month. But I just love that. It just looks so peaceful and homey and cozy. Alright. That's an FFO. And then another past FFO. And another past finished object, which I cannot take credit for the sewing, is a shepherd's bush pillow. And this one's sale. And this one's on 10 count Tula. And I ordered the shepherd's bush button pack from just another button company. Well, I ordered it from Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. And it says set sale. Wait a minute. No, it does not say set sale. It says, oh goodness, sea, sand, shell. And it's got the sailboat with the little bird on there, and the beach ball, and the sand castle with the starfish, and the sand dollar, and another seashell, and the lighthouse, and then a kite button up in the air. And look at the little tail on the kite. Wasn't that cute? But I really enjoyed stitching this one, and this was 3 strands over 1 on 10 count Tula. And I'm not sure what color this was. It's kind of like a colonial blue. And then I picked out some fabric that had some waves on it. And I also picked out some kind of sail kind of fabric, which I had hoped they would use more of, like on the back. But she used these flowers, which is okay because I had picked that out also. So anyway, and it's got the little hanger, but it's very, very cute. And I'm going to try to see if I can do this good a job on my next ones that need doing, because I've got a whole bunch that need making into pillows. But I was really, really happy. The lady that did these no longer does finishing anymore, but it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, and that's it for my past finishes. All right, so now let's do something a little different. Let's talk about, well, let's leave that to last. Sorry. Okay, let's talk about my whips. Okay, I didn't get a lot of sewing done because what I'm doing is I'm doing this video on Thursday and I'm setting it to show on Saturday because I have to go and do some things, to take care of a few things out of town. So I just wanted to make sure that there was a floss tube, and I do not have enough room in my car to put anything else because I'm taking stuff to my son and his wife and their family because of the flood that happened in western North Carolina. They're fine, and his workplace is salvageable, but it's just a mess. But anyway, thank you for your prayers, and please keep them in your prayers continually. And the poor folks in Tennessee, my heart just goes out to them. Okay, moving right along, we have Kringle from Little House Needlework. You know, once you get the Christmas bug, it's hard to get rid of it. So anyway, I still got a long way to go, but I've been trying to work on it a little bit at a time, and I was not prepared. Oh my goodness. And I didn't get a lot done because the phone's been ringing off the hook, and I've been watching, you know, the news and all that kind of stuff. But I did get all the white done up at the, or off-white done up at the top. So I was really excited about that. So now I'll be able to fill in the windows and fill in the shingles and then move on down and maybe color in my bricks. That would be nice because I'm about done with the rooftop. But I worked a little bit on that, a couple of days. And this one, sorry, I keep switching it around. This one's on 30 count Portobello. And I'm doing 2 strands of floss over 2 using all the call for DMC and Classic Colorworks flosses. And I'm just really, really enjoying this. Now, it probably will not be done by Christmas, but not this year. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. So that one is a whip I'm going to keep working on just a little bit at a time. And if I get something done, fine. And if I don't, that's okay too. So that was on my whip go, but not for this month. But after I stitched on it, I was like, oh, yay, you know. And the next thing I've been stitching on is called Quoth the Raven, Nevermore. And I got a little bit more done on it, and then I noticed that I had run out of a color of floss. And I think the reason I ran out is because, do you have this problem? When you get up and you move around, do you leave a trail of floss everywhere you go? And then my dogs pick it up and then they chew on it. And you know, dog chewed on floss is wet and yucky, and don't want to stitch with it. So I just found some more. This is a Barbara Anna design, and this is Quoth the Raven, Nevermore. Now, I am not making it into a scissor fob. I don't know what I'm making it into yet, but you know. And this was also a retreat project at Pandas Crossing in a former year. This was done on fabric flare, and it's 28 count. And that's what I've got. I added some of the quilt squares and got the crow's eye in there. Look how red and orange it is. Yes. So, and then I got this little blue patch underneath the R and the E in Raven and B. So I need to get some more done, but you know how that goes. Didn't have a lot of time this week, but I worked on it a couple of times when I wasn't falling asleep in the chair. Yeah. Have you ever fallen asleep in the chair holding your stitching and you wake up and your one hand has the needle and the other hand has your project and you're holding your embroidery hoop? Yes. Can you believe it? I'm telling you, that has happened a lot to me this week. It's just been crazy. All right. And the last whip I worked on is my monthly Orny Sal, and I think I'm going to get it done. I had to do a bit of ripping because after I sewed on it, I noticed, and I got down to the bottom. Well, let me show you the pattern. This is a Val stuff pattern. It says, "Said the spider to the fly." Is that not too cute? Now, I'm thinking about changing these checks from white to maybe a purple. I was going to do orange, but I thought, oh, there's too much orange up there. Or I may do yellow. I don't know. But I just want something to make it go bling or not. We may not do that. But anyway, I will show you that next week because I do not have a finish on this one. This is on 14 count perforated paper. And I have this much done. I ripped out the bottom row of green and I moved it down. I put the little extra thing on the spider's leg down here, and now I'm restitching the green. I had to rip out all the black checks because they were one over to the right too far and the border would have come crashing into it. So I ripped all that out and I'll be stitching on that probably tonight. Excuse me, later. And that's 2 strands of floss over 1 square of perforated paper. So that's all my whips. Okay, this video is going to be short and sweet. Sorry, people. Why is it every time I do these videos, I think I'm in a hurry? Well, today I am in a hurry. It's going to be a long day. But anyway, let's talk about whip go. Okay, all right. This is how my whip go board looks. It's not as impressive as some of the other people's, but that's okay. I'm enjoying doing whip go. This month, they called out Quaker Christmas, and I did meet both my whip go goals. My whip go goal on Quaker Christmas was 300 stitches, and I'm going to show Quaker Christmas. This is only a part of it, and I'm still on part 1. But my goal to myself after I set the whip go was to finish part 1, which I have done, and let's see. Which I think I have done. I'm not sure. But anyway, my whip go goal was 300 stitches. And whip go, and this is by Faithwurks Designs. And it was in the Just Cross Stitch magazines this year. And I will show you what I've got done. This is on Star Sapphire Witchell linen. And well, I might lack a little something in here. I'm not really sure. And it's 28 count, and it's 2 strands over 2. And I have decided after doing this much that yes, I do like Quakers. So that's what I have done, and I really have enjoyed it. I used the Call for DMC threads. And I'll be stitching a little bit on this, but this is not going to be done before Christmas either. You'll see it pop up every now and then, you know. I just kind of have to be in the notion to stitch things. But I did meet my whip go goal, so I crossed that one out, and that gave me a bingo. Because I met my goal with Kringle, 12 Days of Christmas from Just Nan, Quaker Christmas, Santa Claus is coming to town, and Trick or Treat. So I've got a bingo right up through here, like a lot of people do. Now the next one, number 8, was Tea Time. And I said I was going to do a finish on that. And this is a Mill Hill kit. And as you saw last week, this is my finish. And I even FFO'd it. Oh, it was just so hard, you know, just stick it in there. This is a Mill Hill frame. And it's an 8x8, if I'm not mistaken. I think. It's either, I don't think it's a 6x6 because it looks, wait a minute. Let me just look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 8 by 8. Yep. Okay, and this is my finish. It's got the Darjeeling, the Earl Grey, the jasmine, the chai, and the green tea. And there's little green beads around the teapot and around the little cup for tea, all around the borders, just everywhere. And it's just really pretty on the leaves, on the flowers, and then they've got that cute little Mill Hill button. Everything was included in this kit. And it was, these kits are probably 15 or less, depending where you buy them. But this was a retreat project at our coffee tea retreat. And it was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. So that was in years past also. So I can't wait. Let's see, today is August 26th. So Jessie Marie will be calling out from our Facebook group. We'll be calling out the new WIP Go numbers tomorrow. And I'm so excited to see what we're going to be working on. So, because it's really helped me get some of my WIPs done, or works in progress. Okay, I have no haul because last week I bought out the store. The one thing I do have is, I do have some new patterns. And I know a lot of you watch Stitching with the Housewives, but this is Farm Fresh Cranberries. It's one of their calendar crates. Isn't that pretty? So that'll be something you've got to get. Then we have, yeah, we do. Oh, I showed that last week. Back up. I'm going to have to show this one because it was my favorite. I have got to buy this one. This one's called Silent Night by Stitching with the Housewives. Is that not just gorgeous? There's a lot going on. But I thought it was so, so pretty. So that's going to be in my little shopping cart sometime or other. It may not be in my shopping cart this week, but it'll be in my shopping cart sometimes. And this is Heart and Hand Doodles. It's called Gather. Oops, wait. What happened? Oh dear, sorry. It's called Gather from Heart and Hand. Isn't that pretty? It's just all the things of fall. Sorry, I keep looking at the clock, but it'll be time to teach piano soon. And Jeanette Douglas has this one. It's called Joy Be Thine. Oh, good grief. What is wrong with my stinking thing? Okay, and there it is. Joy Be Thine. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got some other stitches, you know, some fancy stitches is what I call them, specialty stitches. Then Kathy Barrick, as I'm sure you've probably seen, this is on my list, Autumn Pin Drum. Is that not gorgeous? Just love that. And she's got like a pumpkin on top of it. So that's going to be on my list. My list is getting longer. You can just quit laughing, friends, now. And then Silver Creek Stamplers has come out with something. It's called Follow Your Heart, but Take Your Stitching With You. Isn't that cute? I like that one a lot. Silver Creek Stamplers. Okay. And then, let's see. Oh, darn. We're having technical difficulties today. I apologize. Okay. Just one moment. Okay, and this one is called Bewitching Bangles, and it's a limited edition kit, and it's from Praiseworthy Stitches, and it's going to be at the Needleworks show, and it is a braid. Oh, crap. Oh, sorry. Well, anyway, I think my tablet is dead. That's not good. It is. Okay, well, that's another thing to die this week. Oh, well, no, here it's come back to life. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, let's not. Am I touching something? Oh, speaking of touching something, I think I have figured out why my last video was trimmed. I think I mistakenly hit the trim button, and then I waited too long to hit the undo button. So I apologize for last week's video. I am trying, people. I am trying. But when I do music and piece videos together, it's not pretty sometimes. Okay, this is the bangles from Praiseworthy Stitches. Look at those black cats. And it even includes the bracelet. I hadn't seen that one, so I thought that would be really, really cute. And then we have Autumn Rules. And this one's from Primrose Cottage Stitches. It says, Autumn Rules, go apple picking, give thanks, visit the pumpkin patch, rake leaves, go on a hayride, and make pumpkin pie. Now this one will definitely be on my list. Very, very cute. Okay. And it's on 25 count country mocha linen. And then we have Autumnal Sampler from Little Robin Designs. It says, life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty. Okay. Then we have Christmas letters from Primrose Cottage. It says, candy cane, ho ho ho, Rudolph, ice skates, tree, merry and bright, and stocking. Isn't that cute? And I love that plaid fabric they used. All right. And then we have Cocoa Time from Ink Circles. And I haven't ever done any of their patterns, but look at that one. That one is definitely a must-do. We do love our cocoa. Isn't that cute? It's Ink Circles. Okay. And then we have Hazel's Halloween Friends from Teresa Kogut. Look at that. Too cute. Gotta get that one. Just too cute. And what an easy finish. Okay. That's going to be from the expo. Then Autumn Lane Stitchery is doing Matilda, the Pumpkin Witch. Ooh. There we go. Look at that. Too cute. All right. And next we have Pumpkin Kisses from the Primrose Cottage Stitches. Look at that. Too cute. It says Harvest Wishes and Pumpkin Kisses. Then we have Something Wicked, and this is from Something Wicked This Way Comes. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery. There we go. It's kind of spooky, but cute. All right, and then we have Tiki Time from Ink Circle. And that's a little different from what I usually see from them. It's not geometric. Very cute. And we have 'Tis Near Christmas Day from Teresa Kogut. When Santa goes riding with gifts in his sleigh, the moon laughs and whispers, 'Tis near Christmas Day. Isn't that cute? She's just coming out with some beautiful patterns. So I'm just really happy about that. Then we have, wow, Primrose Cottage is really putting a lot of stuff out. This one's called Witchy Way. Look at that house. It looks like a witch's shoe. And the spider hanging from the tree. Too cute. All right. And Aussie Christmas from Frog Cottage. And it's got a koala bear and I think it's a baby kangaroo and some kind of little bird. It looks like a seagull. Too cute. But that's a Down Under Merry Christmas. So cute. Okay, well, my time is out and it's been almost 30 minutes. And I do apologize for the technical difficulties. But I hope y'all, and I do apologize that my video is so short and sweet, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to y'all tuning in next week. Hopefully I will make up for lost time that we didn't do. And just wish me well this weekend as I go and check out, you know, the flood damage. And hopefully I'll have my tripod back next week because it's precariously balanced. So just glad it didn't fall. You have a blessed week and weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later, and happy stitching.